Right now, a family is Googling assisted living near me. They need to find a place for their mom. They're ready. The problem is, they're not finding you. They're finding a place for mom, no pun intended. And a place for mom is going to charge you $5,000 to $10,000 or more just to place that lead, just to get the referral. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make those families find you first before a place for mom, so you never have to pay for an introduction again. Quick background on me. Our team has done over 1 million in senior living ad spend, delivered over 1,000 qualified tours, and some of our communities have been with us for over 4 years. That's us. Now let's jump into it. Most operators believe they need a place for mom because that's just how finding senior living works. That's only true if you're not online. People are not loyal to a place for mom. They're just Googling. And if they happen to find you first, then you get that direct connection. No more middleman, no more $5,000 to $10,000 fee. The biggest issue is that most facilities are not doing this. So a place for mom is just filling the gap, taking the check, and community owners have no idea what even happened. There are really only 3 things that have to happen in order for families to find you instead of a place for mom. 1, you have to be where these people are searching. This is crucial. 2, when people find you and they get to your website, you can't lose them. 3, on top of the other 2, you want to be talking to these people before they're even making this decision. And that's it. It doesn't have to be that complicated. So many people overcomplicate it. We're going to keep it simple, and I'm going to take you through all 3. 1, be exactly where families are searching. When a family Googles assisted living near me, the first thing they see is not a list of websites. It's a map with 3 businesses on it. Those 3 businesses have reviews, photos, a phone number right there. Most families call one of those 3 and never scroll further. If you're one of those 3, families are calling you directly for free. No place for mom, no middleman. If you're not one of those 3, then you basically don't exist for that family. The way you get into that map is through something called your Google Business Profile. Most communities either don't have one set up or they set it up years ago and forgot about it. If that's you, this is the first thing to fix. Claim it, fill out every single field, upload real photos of your community weekly, posts, the whole thing, not stock images, and start asking families to leave reviews at the peak of their satisfaction. This is free, and it's the single highest leverage thing that you can do right now. And just a quick side note, if this is already clicking for you, go ahead and hit subscribe. We're going to be making a lot more videos like this to help teach senior living operators exactly how the senior living market works today. Okay, let's say you did the first part really well. A family ends up Googling and they find you on Google. Then they click through to your website. At this moment is where most communities end up losing most families that come through. 2, capture families through your website. Most senior living websites are basically digital brochures. They look fine, some even look great, but there's no clear next step for the family almost always. No obvious phone number, no simple form, no reason to reach out right now. So the family looks around for a few seconds, feels nothing, leaves, and goes right back to Google. And guess who's sitting there waiting for them to welcome them with open arms? A place for mom. Your website has one job. Get that family to pick up the phone or fill out a form. That means a clear headline that tells them exactly who you are and where you are. A phone number that they can see without scrolling, a short, simple form, and real photos with real reviews. That's it. It doesn't need to be expensive. It doesn't need to be fancy. It just needs to make families feel like they're in the right place and make it easy for them to take the next step. Okay, so now you're showing up when families search and you can capture them through your website. What if you could advertise to these people before they ever got on Google, before they ever went to a place for mom? I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. 3, Communicate with families before they're even actively searching. On Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, which is exactly where your market likes to hang out, you're able to plant videos to people who fit the customer profile who may be looking for senior living in the future so that when they Google search you later down the line, they are reminded of your community and they get maybe a picture or a video that pops up in their head that they saw before, which will make it more likely for them to convert because they've seen you for longer and therefore trust you more. The communities filling beds right now are not just running ads. They're showing up in people's lives before the crisis happens. So when it does, you're the obvious choice. Let's just do the math real quick. A Place for Mom charges you roughly $5,000 to $10,000 per move-in. So if you get 10 move-ins a year through them, that's $50,000. A Google Ads campaign targeting your area might cost you $1,500 a month. Over a year, that's $18,000, and you own the entire pipeline for likely a similar amount of leads and move-ins, if not more. No middleman, no per placement fee, and every single lead belongs to you, along with the system. And it gets better. Once your Google profile is ranking and your reviews are building, organic leads start coming in that cost you nothing. The longer you run this, the less you pay per move-in. A Place for Mom is the exact opposite. The more you use them, the more you pay, and the more opportunity cost you lose. Forever. So why isn't everybody doing this? Honestly, it's not that hard. The fact of the matter is just that nobody really knows about this. Your competitors aren't teaching you, A Place for Mom is definitely not going to teach you, and the niche specific education material that's public for this kind of stuff is few and far between and difficult to find stuff that's updated and accurate. Most operators stay in the system because they don't know there's a door. A Place for Mom is betting that you won't watch this video. They're also betting that you'll continue to pay $5,000 to $10,000 every single time you want an introduction. They're also betting that you will not learn what I just showed you. That's their whole business.